Alright, welcome back to another video. I haven't really done like a training update, especially like on Unbound. Obviously for the last year and a half I've kind of like had my goals set on Unbound. We are now 41 days out from us leaving for Unbound, so the race must be about under 45 days away now. So we've got just a little over a month. I have got a few decent training rides under my belt, but if you've seen the Elsa Ocean video, I went to do like a full Unbound tester, 320 Ks, about 1800 meters of climbing, which is probably what it's going to be like on the day, but the course hasn't come out yet. And if you watch the whole video, you see I only made it to about 192 Ks, and I just struggled the whole time. Had like really chronic cramps, and I really just didn't know what was going on with my body. I think I ate a little bit too much. I was trying to do the pro carbs thing and have like almost 100 grams of carbs an hour. Body is not used to that, so I need to kind of like stick back to that 70 to 80 grams of carbs. But a couple of weeks after that, I was pretty demoralized. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get through this race. I've just spent $10,000+ to go to America, hire an RV and go there, and I want it to be a good experience. And I'm just having problem after problem after problem with my right hip, my right leg, and it's kind of like coming from my groin. It's just constant pain, like even when I'm just riding endurance, not even doing an effort. And about a week and a half after I got back from Elsa Ocean, I worked out that I had my cleat on the right shoe about half an inch further forward than my left one, which basically means, if you can kind of see the shoes there, my foot was back here and it did like 8 hours or 6 hours worth of revolutions, basically doing a squat with your feet not square, which is not good, and it's just put so much strain on my right leg. And I've been going to the osteo and the chiropractor and just trying to get this fixed, and like the physio and stuff, and we're slowly getting there. But my osteo literally said to me, he's like, if you didn't have Unbound coming up, we'd have to give you like a couple months off because you've done a lot of damage to your leg. But I said that that's not an option. So yeah, it's my bad. Obviously I've been playing around my cleats to try and find like a new position. I think a lot of road cyclists can kind of sympathise with that. Like, you kind of like constantly tinkering with things, trying to like find the most comfortable and most powerful position. And I think I fucked around with these a little bit too much. Right, in other news, Ketone IQ, as you can see there, have sent me like a little package to try and get me through Unbound. Obviously it's a big hype in the cycling world at the moment about these ketones. I have tried them a little bit before I was trying to do Southland last year, but I only had like one bottle. You have to be super consistent with these things, so they've given me 4 boxes here, so pretty thankful for that. I'm going to give one the first go today on this endurance ride, and we'll see how they go, because apparently for like these ultra endurance events, I guess like, I'm going to be on the bike for upwards of 13 to 14 hours. Unbound's kind of my guess if I have a good day. That's a long time and a lot of fuel, and I think this is basically trying to use you like put you into ketosis, so be interested to see what it says. First thing in the morning, drink 1 shot, and then keep drinking to fuel yourself during the day. So what I might do is I'll have one now. I've just had my breakfast and we're just about to head on the bike, and I might take one with me, and then when I get to about the 4-hour mark, I'll pop another one on the bike and we'll see how we go. So one of these little bottles, I don't know, it's about the size of my finger, 59ml and 70 grams of calories as well. So yeah, be interested to see what this tastes like. I know for a fact from the last ones I had that this is not going to be nice. It's like having medicine. Oh, I don't even have a chaser either. Oh my god. Oh. Not as bad as the last one. This one almost has like some flavour. Oh, it's still not good, but like it's definitely better than the last one I had. Whew, that wakes you up in the morning. Right, let's get ready for a bike ride. Nutrition, you got 2 bottles of SAS, and then this is 1.4 litres of water. That's going to go in the Camelback that I intend to use at Unbound. So yeah, we don't actually need this today, but we're just kind of wearing it to get used to it basically. Bye. Right, it was ultra foggy this morning, but the weather has come right. We pushed the start back to 9:30 rather than 9. Anna's heading out. What are you doing? Just not even worth leaving the house for an hour.
Not worth getting dressed.
Yeah, so we're just going to meet Ari at the coffee shop, or at the bike shop, have a coffee, and then we're going to head out. Basically, we're going to come up the gravel road that the Queen stage of Cycle Classic finishes on, so be quite hilly today, I'm going to guess.
Right, we've teleported about 40 k's. It's pretty much been rode the whole way here, so I just didn't bother filming. Just kind of have to get here to get to the actual good gravel road. So now we have a 3.7 kilometer road climb, then a like 4k descent, and then we hit the gravel probably the next 30-40 k's. So yeah, bit of a hilly day. I've let Ari go because I don't feel like blowing myself up straight away. Probably want to air down, eh? Right, it's pretty much all gravel from here. Day for a Hanakura haul, for anyone that wants to know, middle of nowhere. Now back onto the gravel, back blocks. Right, not having a good day. My hip and my knee and my groin are just in agony, and it's just constantly, my toes keep trying to like crawl in, and then like the bottom of my feet just constantly doing this. I can't even control it. It's like completely uncontrollable, and I'm at the bottom of a 3.5 kilometer gravel climb, so yeah, not having a good day, unfortunately. The stopping stuff is slowly becoming the story of my life. Right, yesterday's ride did not go to plan. My leg and whatever's going on with my body at the moment is just not, it was probably the worst ride I've had since I've started having these problems for the last like month and a half, 2 months. I think I've slowly got myself down a rabbit hole of trying to fix this problem, which I think the actual problem is that I'm riding on an injury and I've only got 5 weeks until Unbound, so I can't stop. So yesterday I was riding in these in the video. These are my new S-Works ones. Really cool shoes, probably the nicest looking off-road shoe on the market. But they just don't fit quite well. They're a really big toe compartment, and I'm just constantly digging my toes in. I just don't know if they're the right shoe for my foot. I had these inner soles in them, the inserts. These are kind of like custom made for me. These are my proper custom made ones that I got done in America when I was at Dairylands. These ones are the best ones, most comfortable by far, but they do not fit in those shoes. Just for some reason, this shoe and this inner sole, they do not mix. Back 2.5 years ago when I got my gravel bike, these are the shoes I used to run. Super, super comfortable, but they're completely worn out and cracked. So I can't really use them anymore. And then Shimano sent me out these gravel ones. These are their new like specific Shimano gravel shoe. The RX8 are super, super nice in the black. Yeah, still hasn't really solved the problem. It's a little bit comfier. They fit my feet a bit nicer because it's got quite narrow feet. So I think to try and get back to actually being able to comfortably ride for the next 4 weeks training before Unbound, to not completely screw my chances of even getting over there, I'm gonna put the road shoes back on and I'm gonna use what I know works, which is these inner soles, and they fit in these shoes perfectly. These are what I used at the Graveler when I had obviously had a bad day, but I had a good day with my body, and really comfortable, and I just think that it's probably the way to go. So I'm gonna switch from the mountain bike cleats back to the road cleats, which I know people in the comments are gonna be like, Unbound, you know, if it's muddy, I might have a bad day, but I would rather be able to ride consistently for 14 hours without being in pain than just be able to walk through the mud for a couple of kilometers or whatever it may be. So I've weighed up the options. There's no good options, but I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. So I'm gonna go back to the road cleats for my rides for the rest of the week, and then see if that kind of solves the problem. So yeah, this is not the Unbound update video that I wanted to give you 5 weeks out. Like, the training is not where it should be. Like, I've done, the biggest day that I've done is 8 hours with that 200k ride the other day, and it felt alright. I still had a few of the problems, but nothing like I had yesterday. And obviously I still had a decent amount of power, and you know, I rode for 8 hours, 200k's on the gravel. But yeah, yesterday's no good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to get past this, and we're going to have a good time in America, and we're going to go there, and we're going to get the 200 miles done, and you know, make some cool content. But yeah, the Cannondale's always looking worse for wear at the moment, constantly just covered in mud. Look at the amount of dirt we collected yesterday, and this bike was clean when I left. But yeah, she's doing a pretty good job. I am actually enjoying the Cannondale Topstone. If anyone watching this has like dealt with the same kind of problems with like their groin to the hip kind of, and that shaking of the foot and the toes, please let me know in the comments if you got past it, and then like what you did to get past that injury, because it's bloody annoying. Right, in other news, and road bikes and road racing, for the last 3 years I've been running Cycling Tom Devo, which is my development squad that kind of goes up the ranks from under 15, under 17, under 19, all the way up, and then you end up riding, hopefully, Southland one day. And it looks like our young boy, Ollie Scott, is going to end up going through the whole ranks, and hopefully race Southland for us at the end of the year. So pretty cool, pretty proud moment to kind of see one of the guys that we've been helping develop with racing in this country get to that next level. He just recently got third at Oceanias in the time trial, and he just won the Club TT Champs in Cambridge in the weekend as well. So he's going pretty well. But we are looking for 3 or 4 new riders for the squad. Obviously you have to be in New Zealand. We're looking for 2 under 17s and potentially 2 under 19s, maybe 1, but maybe 2 under 19s. So a bit of an update on the kit, which looks like this year, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of like stolen the little like Rafa vibes with the stripe on the arm. But yeah, that's what the kit's going to be. Basically what you get is you're going to be part of the team. You get deals at the shop. We pay you entries and help you get to all of the NRS races, which is obviously the National Road Series for the juniors. And then we do a big trip down to the Yunka Junior Tour South, which gives young guys the experience of traveling away to a race, looking after themselves, doing a proper big stage race, and get to see one of the best places in the world, Invercargill. So the applications are open for 1 more week from today. I've already had quite a few come in, but if you still want to put your application in, go to the Instagram for the Devo Squad. All the information is there of what you have to do. Give that a follow, send me your CV, and then hopefully you'll get a call in the next week or 2 saying that you've joined the squad. And we're going to start at the iBuilt tour, which I think is in a month or so. But yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, helps out the channel a lot. And subscribe if you are new. We're almost at 21,000 subscribers. It'll be pretty sick to hit that target before we head over to America in 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's New Zealand for you. Pretty bad out here.